So this is the Mini Cooper series, but this time we're in the back seat
Yeah.
with brother and sister property entrepreneurs. So guys, what are you up to in property? Talisa.
So we started out life doing rent to rent.
Yep.
So it's a strategy that helped us pull in cash flow,
Yeah.
and that's what we really needed because we were very low on cash at the beginning. We definitely did want to move into other stuff, but we knew we needed to start getting cash quickly.
And I spoke to you early on, and you'd somebody invest about 14 grand. And as soon as someone invests some money, then other people are going to invest money. So I knew they were very much investable. And then currently, what are you guys planning on doing? And I saw a fantastic presentation last month on your business plan.
Brilliant. So we've actually put a year plan, to actually how to get us out of our actual jobs as well.
Yes.
To actually do property full time.
Yes.
And right now we're on track of that plan to get 2 more rent to rents, 3 more rent to rents, and then start deal sourcing,
Yep.
deal packaging, and then start acquiring our own assets. That is what we want, assets at the end of the day.
And I saw the most fantastic business plan. Talk me through how you're going to manage that business plan. What have you put together in terms of measurements and things like that?
So I mean, we based it around a system called OGSM. So I hadn't actually heard of it before. It was Daniel that kind of introduced it to
Brother.
me. Yeah, I was actually wow. Like did a whole degree in business, but never heard of this amazing tool. And basically within it, it kind of builds in not just what you're trying to achieve, but how you're going to do it. It breaks
Yeah.
it down and measures it. So it kind of gives you actionable steps as well as just what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
So we basically looked at the 3 areas of the business and broke it down kind of as you kind of suggested, because every business consists of the funding,
Yeah.
it consists of the sourcing, and then
Yeah.
also of the just running the business.
Yes.
And so we kind of identified what our targets were in those 3 areas, and then each and every single thing we'd need to do in order to make the numbers that we'd identified. So it's kind of very logical.
Yeah, and you took about 4 days over Christmas, didn't you, to really focus on this?
Yeah.
And how do you figure out who does what? Because, you know, this is family.
So a lot of discussions.
Discussions?
Yes, to make sure that we both know what we're doing. But where we work is actually where I live. Talisa
Yeah.
doesn't live there; she lives somewhere else. So most of the on-hand jobs and also viewing the properties, we said that that's probably most likely that I'll be doing,
Yes.
and Talisa will be doing more of the back work. But hopefully, when I'll be leaving my job,
You will be.
yeah, then we'll be able to actually balance it more, and then I think we'll be on point.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. I mean, I have seen such a transition between when you guys first came in and you needed to sort out some of the tenant issues, and you know, you've been through some interesting tenant issues, to a really professional nailing it business plan. It's something else. So you've joined the mentoring. You've been working with me for a little while now. How has that been for you? Don't be laughing.
Amazing. And we've literally said, like, we kind of knew already, just because
Yeah.
from what I understand, like the way that I see it is you don't just approach it from the property angle, you can you approach it as a holistic business. And I think that's the difference in what I've seen, because sometimes you can just focus on the technical aspects, like how do you do this, how do you do that, but you want to build something that's lasting. You want to build a
Yeah.
complete business and look at it from every angle. And
Yeah.
I think that's what we knew we needed. We needed that level of insight and detail, and you're all detail.
Yes.
All day long.
Yes.
And that's what
How's it been for you? Because early stage, Talisa was one at the front, and then it was fascinating to watch this dynamic evolve. Where you sat there you were reflecting, weren't you? You were quite reflective. Let me absorb this in. Let me hear what's going on. And then last month, you absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, well, for me, I was surprised when I first came, because I was like, everyone knows what they're doing. That's what it seemed like. Everyone knows
Yeah.
what they're doing. I have no idea. I'm stepping into something completely different,
Yeah.
and I thought I need to just absorb all
Yes.
the information and get on board.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've done that now, so we can actually execute
Yes.
the strategies that we actually have in place. So it's literally brought my mindset to another level.
Yeah.
So it has.
But it was a pleasure. I mean, last month their presentation was stunning, and you've got very clear whys, haven't you? Within family, supporting family,
Yep.
very, very clear whys.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I don't know what to leave people with.
Yeah.
I guess it's just one of those things where if you kind of know what you want to do, the fear, there will be a natural, I don't know anything about this, I've never done it before, I feel uncomfortable, but you have to kind of go through that patch to be able to get comfortable.
Yeah.
And everyone will have started it. No one was born a property investor from birth, so
Yeah.
someone had to have gone through that process and learned and done it. And if other people have done it, there's absolutely no reason why you can't. It's just what are you willing to do, what are you willing to not sacrifice, but what are you willing to give,
Yeah.
and then assess that and then move forward and do it.
Yeah. Know yourself.
What I would say is put yourself into that lifestyle, into that situation. Be around these type of people that you want to be in, because
In the back of a Mini.
Stuff. Yeah, definitely, because you learn stuff. Even if if you've never done property before, being around people, you learn from their mistakes, and that can make you grow as a person.
Yes.
You know, it's not just about the property; it's actually developing as a person. So that's what I've got out of it a lot.
And that's what we've seen so far. So it's going to be an exciting year.
Very
It is.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to be
Big
great
year.
fun.
We need to
Yes.
do another one of these.
We will at the end.
With the results,
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.